Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed.
Hi guys, welcome back to Best Vicky Ever, and welcome if you're new here. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing makeup therapy. Makeup therapy is the art of if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you do good. So I just thought, you know what, let me do something that's gonna make me feel good. I don't think you guys have actually seen me wear makeup on this channel, so I thought, okay, why not, let's just do it. If you haven't subscribed yet, or if you're new, hit the subscribe button because I'm gonna be giving you consistent, great quality content. And as I'm doing my makeup, I'm just gonna be giving you some self-care tips I've been doing during quarantine. Obviously everything's not perfect, but these are the things I think can really help in terms of like just making you feel better in general. So let's get into the video. So first I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It's by MAC. I'm joking, I'm not doing any of this. I'm not gonna start explaining every single product. Who has time for that? Like, I salute people that do makeup tutorials on YouTube because listen, maybe one day, but today that's not what we're gonna do. I'll just give you my tips and I'll be doing my makeup as well. The way I even do my makeup in general, we're just lucky that my skin is actually okay, because the way I do my makeup, I think it's pretty simple, to be honest. I always try and beat my face. There was even a day where I thought I beat my face. I thought it was great. I came out, I was like, these people are gonna say, oh my god, girl, that makeup though. The response I got was, oh, your makeup looks very natural. I really like how subtle it looks. I was just like, I guess that's where my gifts lie, like doing subtle makeup. I mean, a soft glam. I guess that's my area of expertise. But anyway, let's get into the video. So the first thing I've kind of found like therapeutic during quarantine, it's so hard to multitask, I've just realized. I don't know how they do this. Anyway, that's not the point. So the first thing that I find kind of therapeutic during this quarantine to do is practice mindfulness. So you might be like, what the heck is mindfulness? Or you might hear about it, you might think, oh, that's got to do with like meditation and stuff like that. So you're right, it's like doing things that kind of help or maintain your mental health. So I think that's like a meditation that help or improve like your mental health, your general well-being. So that includes kind of, I am such a bad multitasker. That includes things that help like mentally. So for me, something that helps me in terms of like self-care is like making sure that like I'm praying in the morning. Also check out the Bible app, because I remember, I think before I just kind of had the Bible app because it was like something just to download on your phone. But when I actually kind of took it like a bit more serious, like there's these devotionals and they're like really, really good. So like there's like daily devotional plans you can look at. And it can help you with anything. So maybe you're like sad at the moment, or you might feel like you want peace, things like that. So there's like different kind of like categories you can like look at, and they're really, really helpful because then you can do that. Some of them are like a 5-day plan or like a 7-day plan, and then you can read like bits of it each day. And I think it's really good in terms of like self-care, helping with mindfulness. Also another thing you can do is like try meditation. Like I used to love meditation. Like that would be the thing I'd do like right before I go to bed, because I think I mentioned this in my self-care tips video. Go check that one out. Link will be in the description box. But that was really good in terms of like helping with slowing down your thoughts and things like that, just being more at peace. Also going back to my first point in terms of like praying and reading like the Bible app stuff, also what was really good for me was like watching sermons. Sermons were great. Like I would put them on because they just would always say something that would like feed my spirit lady, because that really, really helped in terms of like just filling yourself up with good things. There's this one kind of like tale I've heard, some people might have heard of it. So it kind of was saying like there's 2 wolves inside you. So there's one wolf that kind of represents like anger, bitterness, jealousy, all the like negative things. That's like one wolf that's inside you, and then the other wolf is like it represents peace, joy, happiness, love, etc., things like that. And they said in the end only one of them survives, and the one that survives is the one you feed. So I think that's something really, really good to hold on to and just remember, because with whatever you're filling yourself up with, that's going to reflect internally. And like, it's always good to like fill yourself up with really good things, which is why I kind of like watch sermons online and just doing things that are kind of helping you elevate you yourself mentally, spiritually, physically, everything, all the leads all the leads. You need to get that in check, you get me? Okay. Oh, what else can you do? Laughing. Oh my god, like this, if you have been watching me, you will know that I love to laugh. Like, laughing is my thing. Like, it's like probably one of my coping mechanisms, like telling jokes and like laughing. I can just tell it's like a coping mechanism, because it's either laugh or cry out here, out here. So like, I'd say just watch things that are hilarious. Like, that's what I do. Like, if I'm feeling down or something, like during this quarantine like, I just watch something that's hilarious. That just will go and make me laugh my head off. Like, yeah, laughing's just really good because like, it's like a release kind of thing. Like, it just kind of makes you release any kind of stress you have. It's an escape as well. Like, everything we do in life is kind of an escape. So like, find healthy escapes. And yeah, you'll just, especially if you like laughing, like I feel like everyone loves laughing. Like, yeah, everyone loves to laugh. So just watch like comedians, or like watch your favorite YouTubers, podcasters, things like that, and that will just help you. That's like a self-care tip that I think is like amazing. That's something that I do all the time. Like, I think that laughing has me watching funny content is just something I do all the time. You know, multitasking and doing this is just the hardest thing ever. How do YouTubers do this? This is insane. Let me just finish this off. Yeah, don't judge me if my makeup skills like you. This is supposed to be therapy for me, so don't judge me. Okay. Another thing I would say that can help is like, I would say like, try and find like a hobby, like something that you actually like doing. For me, I think YouTube just kind of became a hobby now, because it's just something I actually just do, because I mean, I got literally nothing better to do. I think yeah, because it's like a good focus, like to find something that you actually enjoy doing, because I think quarantine, you just have a lot of time to think, and it's kind of a bit like, you need kind of like something to do that. 1 second. Don't worry, I'm gonna blend all of this out. I know I'm looking kind of crazy right now. And you kind of just want to do something that is like fun for you, and that you can actually do post this quarantine as well, because now you have a lot of time. So if you just try and kind of like find something that you can actually start now, that would be great. And it doesn't even need to be something like that makes money at this point. Like, it's good if it is something that can make you money, but at the same time, like, it doesn't actually have to be. It could be something as simple as like, I don't know, drawing, or like it could be simple as like writing, or anything like that, or anything simple like that. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be anything that's gonna like put pressure on yourself, because that's not what you need to do. But at the same time, like, if you want to do a hobby that actually brings money, that's a great, like, if you're interested in like turning something you're passionate about into a business, do that, like, do it. Also, it could be something that you kind of dropped off as well. So like a hobby, like, I guess with me it's like reading or something. Like, I used to love reading, and then I fell off, and then now it's like I can kind of have time to like set times to actually read. So I would say, if that's what you're interested, like something that maybe you loved in childhood, like that's the best, I think, way to like find a hobby. Just think of something you loved during childhood and then you stopped doing because, you know, life, or like you were focused on something else. Like, think about things that you used to like back in the day. And the next thing I want to say is like, if you feel like you're going through a tough time now, just know it's like, it's okay to be upset. Like, I think that this is a tough time, like, genuinely. I feel like if you've gone through the motions this quarantine, because Lord knows I have, that's okay. Like, it's a whole pandemic. It's actually a whole pandemic. So it's okay to like feel like, I don't know, things are up and down. I think you just have to focus on you a little bit more, and like understand the reasons as to why you might be sad during this period. and like kind of get down to like the deep rooted issues potentially as well, which is why I would always say like there's more ways. Like even though it's really good to be productive during this time, I would say like define what productivity means to you. So productivity could be like, yeah, the traditional things like, yeah, I'm gonna start a business, I'm gonna learn a new skill, I'm gonna do this, that and the third, which I think is great. Listen, I'm doing these things because I feel like mentally I'm in a great space to do it. However, not everyone is in that space, and that's something I can identify with. Sometimes you want to be productive in a sense of I want to get my mind back, I want to get my body back, I want to get all of these things, like focus on internal things. Just focus on what is important to you, not to the world but you. So yeah, just define what productivity means to you, not what it means to like the world, because I mean, you know you best. Like, don't always feel pressure from everyone, because not everyone's going through the same thing. You get me? Like, you have to kind of just, yeah, self-analysis, do some introspection, and yes, that should help. I'm trying to do a wing here. Can I do, this is horrendous. What kind of wing is this? I'm gonna do my wing off camera because this is a huge L. It's so weird because I don't even know how people on YouTube do this. Girls that actually do makeup tutorials, real actual ones, because listen, I'm struggling out here, but I guess it's practice, innit? So yeah, the next thing that I would say that could be really helpful during this time is exercise. I know what you're gonna say because I was really there. Like, I remember the first few weeks of quarantine, these home workouts, I was just not doing them. But I was like, listen, I don't think me and home workouts, it's not for me. I tried doing home workouts and it was an epic fail, but I went back to try and do home workouts, and yeah, I think it's one of those things where you kind of have to try do it. You have to kind of get into it. It actually improved in terms of like me feeling more energized in a sense. I felt like it did help. So yeah, I always say like exercise is really good. So try and do exercise, because I remember the first few weeks, listen, exercise where I remember the closest I came to doing exercises was doing bed exercises in my bed because I just couldn't be bothered. I felt like, let me actually do something. But yeah, like do exercises that actually work for you. So I don't know, it doesn't even have to be, because I'm into cardio, so I do more like cardio stuff. I'll do like skipping rope stuff, I'll do like more stuff that get my heart pumping. But if you're into like yoga and stuff, like I want to start doing yoga, you can go on YouTube, do like more meditation stuff. You can get back to that first point. So yeah, you can just look at doing stuff that help in terms of like your mind. Maybe you want to do something a bit more slow down, or I don't know, you want to look more snatched or whatever, so you might want to do ones that work on certain areas of your body or whatever. So yeah, just do things that work for you and try and get into it, because once you get into the rhythm of things, trust me, this is why I don't do this, because look, I haven't even done mascara the whole time I was talking. Let me see if I can talk and do this at the same time. Yeah, so this is so difficult. If you're consistent at actually exercising, it will get better eventually. It'll just be part of like your routine. I would say, yeah, clearly this is very difficult. I don't even know how I try. This should just be like the epic fan of the makeup tutorial. And another thing I would say is like work out at a time that English that best suits you. So for me, I used to do it in the mornings, but I realized that I don't think that really works for me, not gonna lie. So like now, sometimes I will do it in the morning because they say it's always best to do like your workouts in the morning, but I would say like I don't always do it in the morning. I feel like the best time for me to do it is like during the afternoon. I don't know, I think because my energies are just a bit more up. Like if I'm taking a break, I'll do it like at 12 or 1, like sometime where or like whenever I want to take like my break during the day. Yeah, just work out a time that best suits you, because you don't actually have to work out in the mornings. Like it is good to work out in the mornings, don't get me wrong, because you start your day off well and you have that energy and momentum. But for me, I don't always work out in the morning, and I knew that was best for me just because I don't do gym in the morning all the time. Like sometimes I do it midday or I do it in the evening, so sometimes I will do like evening ones as well. So like don't feel pressurized to do it at any time, just kind of like have a schedule when you kind of want to do it, and then yeah, it'll kind of be a bit more better. But I would say exercise in general, it just kind of helps you, I don't know, so like it relieves your stress. I don't know, it's like something else to do as well. And yeah, no, it just really helps in terms of like even mentally. A lot of people feel like when they do exercise it helps mentally, so try that out. Also healthy eating as well, that helps. I ended my plant-based diet actually, teardrop, but I think I might go back or I might be pescatarian, or I might be flexitarian. Flexitarian is basically when it's basically a cop out of being a vegetarian, but it's like you can eat meat but not all the time. It's like you limit your meat consumption, so I might do that just because I felt like when I was vegetarian, like I felt like it really did help in terms of like mentally. So yeah, I think I might go back, or we'll see. I don't expect pressure on myself at this point, not gonna lie. It's quarantine, I can eat what I want. So this is the part where I bake my face. There's gonna be no difference, just watch it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, so what else? I feel like what's good is like having a routine, or like a semi-routine, like something you kind of stick to in the day. Like it doesn't have to be perfect, but like having something where it's like it's a lot of baking right now. Get you a girl that can bake. I'm joking. So yeah, it's kind of a situation where it's good to have something going on during the day, kind of like maybe in the mornings you can plan your day, or maybe the night before kind of plan your day, kind of know what you're going to do throughout the day, or like how many hours you want to spend on something. I think that's really good to like have like a structure, or like because before quarantine you probably had a structure, so having a structure that kind of mirrors your pre-quarantine life is helpful. I usually bake under my eyes, to be honest. I know people put it here, but I don't think I need to do that, not gonna lie. So I'm just gonna bake under my eyes. Your routine doesn't have to be perfect, like trust me, mine is not perfect at all. Like it varies from day to day, depending on what I want to do. Usually I kind of like the night before I might have a kind of understanding of like what I kind of want to do the next day, and then in the morning I kind of like formalize that. But I have set days to do things. It kind of does help because you'll be able to like know what you're trying to achieve throughout the week. So the last thing that I think is really good is like just doing self-care stuff. Like watch more videos like this, like more of my videos, because they're hilarious, they're great, they're self-care related as well. I'd say watch other like self-care stuff, some things that will make you feel better, because like I said, like you want to fill yourself up with like good things, so like internally you feel kind of good. So I would say like that's something that I would genuinely just say, like try and actually do, like watch things or consume things that are good for yourself, and like do things that are good for yourself as well. So like therapy, like I said, there's online therapy. Like if you feel like you need it, like go for it. Like there's no time like the present. Like that's the thing, I think a lot of people don't want to go therapy because it's like they don't have time, and it's like now you have time, so it's probably like a great time if that's something you're interested in. Also like reading as well, like there's a lot of things you can read in terms of like self-care. There's a lot of like self-help books as well that a lot of people like. Instead of like going therapy, you can read like self-help books, which are really good actually. I've read like a couple. I don't know, I might kind of, I said I will review it, but let me know if you actually want to see it. So comment down below if you want to see any kind of like self-help books, like reviews, ones that kind of really have helped me and they actually could help you. So let me know if that's something you want to see. But yeah, just filling yourself up with the good stuff. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, it was my lashes. Oh, my lashes and my lipstick. But yeah, those are all the tips I can think of. If you guys have enjoyed this video, this makeup therapy video, let me know if you want me to do it ever again. I'm thinking potentially I might start a new series called Therapy Thursday. Just do like a bunch of things which I find therapeutic. So that could be talking about real life stuff, or it could be like comedic stuff, anything that I kind of think is therapeutic for me, and also could be therapeutic for you as well. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, so you can keep up to date with all my content, and I'll see you in my next one.